kind of nervous when I take tests.
Let me be straight honest with you. I remember when, well, I didn't remember when this movie opened. I don't remember nothing. I was a baby at that time. But I can tell you when I heard about this movie years later, like in the 90s. And I think my friend gave me a Blu-ray of it. I think, because it wasn't VHS. I remember it was VHS, but I remember this was when it was DVD, Blu-ray. I think it was DVD. I'm not mistaken, it was a DVD. But I just remember watching the first 5-6 minutes of it. I was like, what the F is this movie about? What is this about? What?
Huh?
And I just turned it off. So, yeah. I turned it off because I didn't understand it. I thought Blade Runner was one of these complicated sci-fi movies I would never understand, and I didn't give it a chance. I could be very straight up honest with you. I didn't give it a chance. Other content creators said, "Oh, I love this movie. I remember this." I'm one of these people. I stand 10 toes on what I say and what I do and how I review movies. And yes, this is a 4K digital review. It's not a 4K physical copy review. I don't have physical copies anymore. I got this on 4K digital because though I wasn't a fan of it, someone was a fan of it after I saw Blade Runner 2049 with Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford's character coming back. And that's why I bought the 4K digital. That's right, it was Blade Runner 2049 that made me somewhat give Blade Runner from 1982 a chance. And if you don't know the background of Blade Runner that opened in 1982, and it was the summer, it was June, it was a flop. It was a flop. It was a flop. It was a box office dud.
What?
This is when Ridley Scott came off Alien, okay? And he thought he could do another sci-fi kind of hit. This wasn't it. And I remember years, you see, a lot of people don't know what Blade Runner is. Blade Runner is one of those cult status movies like Highlander. But unlike Highlander, I love that from the back. I thought it was very, it was like people taking each other's heads off. What's that about? Immortals, from the dawn of time they came, moving silently down the centuries. That's what got me hooked. With Blade Runner, that didn't get me hooked. I just saw the first 5 minutes and replicants and all this stuff. I'm like, what the hell's a replicant? I didn't give this movie a chance. And I'm so glad I saw Blade Runner 2049 to give this movie a chance. I said this before and I'll repeat it again. I always say don't get your book by its cover. But on this issue, man, if I could go back in time and kick myself in the head, I probably would do it. I saw this on 4K a year ago on digital. This is after I bought Blade Runner 2049 and I saw it. And let me be real with you, I saw Blade Runner 2049 streaming somewhat, and it was streaming in 1080p. I didn't see it in 4K. I still got the 4K digital download from Voodoo, but I did not watch it. And I still haven't seen it. But I saw it on streaming. So I was like, okay, this was on sale on Voodoo. I said, let me give this a chance. And I did. And let me be real with you, a year ago, I gave it a chance. And I just saw it a month ago, watching it for the second time. But this is 2 times I watched it in 4K. And I didn't see it in Blu-ray, so I can't give you I'm not a tech nerd. I don't know the difference between that. All I know is it's beautiful in 4K. And I never really saw it on VHS. So honestly to God, I'm not going to give you the Dolby Atmos and those tech facts that like Films at Home give, or the other channels, but go watch those other channels if you want the tech and all that, Dolby Atmos and everything. I don't care about none of that. All I know is that this movie gets a 10 out of 10 for me. And my question is, when I saw this, and is Harrison Ford character a replicant?
What?
Is he a replicant? Because I know he answered that in 2049, and I haven't seen 2049 recently. I started streaming about a year prior to that, streaming, and it was one of those, online sites that you download and you stream the movie, and you have to like reboot it all the time. Those. They don't have that anymore. I don't know if they have those anymore, but about a few years ago they used to have those, and I used to just stream it. And I streamed that movie, and I just said I have to see the first one. So when it came on sale on Voodoo, I bought it immediately, and I wasn't disappointed. I really was not disappointed. I'm so disappointed in myself that I didn't give this movie a chance. And I just saw bits and pieces, to this movie. I saw bits and pieces before I really fully watched it for the first time in 4K a year ago, and now for the second time last month I watched it, and wow, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Rutger Hauer, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm again mispronouncing his name, is one of the best anti-hero, because I believe he's not, to me, I don't believe Rutger Hauer character is a villain. He didn't know he was made, and they had a certain time to die. And I just felt like Harrison Ford's character is like, is he a replicant killing his own replicants? Because the stripper replicant wasn't bothering nobody. She wasn't killing them. She was a stripper. She was a dancer. What he hunted her for nothing, because his boss told him to. But in 2049, he got that back when they hunted, Sean Young's character from the first one. He got that back in spades when they started hunting him and that girl. So, all in all, though, I thought this was going to be a complicated sci-fi movie, and it was the most easiest movie to understand. I took two. Well, what I took from this movie is basically, kill your own. Do you kill your own? That's it. That's what I got from this movie. That's the basicness of this is, do you kill your own? Even when, people, or, replicants, or anything of that nature of AI was made to do what you told them to do. And they wanted just more. They wanted more. They wanted more soul. They wanted history. They wanted to see the world through how humans see it. But they only had a limited time on this earth. And it's the most, let me be real with you. It turned me around with that movie. That movie, Blade Runner, when I saw it for the second time, when I saw it the first time, I gave it an 8 out of 10. Second time, 10 out of 10. It just, when you watch this movie over and over, this because it's the second time I watch it. I'm going to watch it a year after this. And it to me, you understand the story more. Okay, you get why, Rutger Hauer's character was the way he is.
Okay.
To them, they made an unfeeling machine, but this machine was not the T-1000. These replicants had emotions, and that's the point. And it also asks me, how much replicants were in society just passing through? How much replicants was in that world just walking through the world, just seeing for what it is? That human nature and human beings are, to the core, evil. That's why I said with Rutger's character, he's an anti-hero to me. I never thought he was no villain. I still don't. I still think he was just trying to survive, and just trying to live, just trying to feel, why was he made? Don't we all ask the question, where's God? Why did God make me exist? We all trying to ask that question. That's the question. Is there a God? And why is my life this way? Why am I getting this kind of money? Why does bad things keep happening to me? Why? And that's the question of Blade Runner. Why? That's what I got from it, and that's why I give this movie a 10 out of 10. And to all the people who haven't seen it yet, well, I think half the people saw it. I don't think most people saw it. It's not Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I think half of people saw this.
I've got 4 skin jobs on the street. They're either a benefit or a hazard. If they're a benefit, it's not my problem.
I'm Rachel.
Deckard.
Have you ever retired a human by mistake?
No.
I need the old Blade Runner. This is a bad.
How can it not know what it is?
If only you could see what I've seen. More human than human is our motto.
What if I go north? Disappear? Would you come after me?
I know you would, but somebody would.
If you fast, you won't live!
I can see you!
Time to die.
Will you help us?
What seems to be the problem?
Death.
I want more life. An experiment. Nothing more. More human than human is our motto.